but a few people out in the northwest part of our city in Royal Oak decided to make a snow fort.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. It looks great, doesn't it?
Yes.
But unfortunately, somebody called the city and found it, they thought maybe it was a little bit unsafe for kids to be running through, so the city actually came and bulldozed it.
No.
Debbie
It's
Down.
a sad story, isn't it? So I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you think that maybe it should have stayed up, or the city actually sent crews out to inspect it? Like, actually inspect it.
Like an engineer showed up? Well, let's ask the mayor. I mean, Patricia, if someone in Chestermere decided to build something like this in the town of the city of Chestermere, would there be an issue, or what are some of those issues?
Well, it really just depends. You know, we have, our main demographic is families, so we have lots of snow forts that kick around. I guess it would depend on where it was. So if it's close to a road, you might have a concern. If it's on municipal property and it looks like it's dangerous, there would be a concern, because of course that makes the city liable. But you know, kids are kids. Part of winter is being out there and having fun, being able to, you know, hide in your little fort. And if you can find enough snow to do it, more power to you. From a liability perspective, you want to make sure nobody gets hurt, because nobody wants to have a conversation with a parent.
It is a pretty big pile of snow.
It is,
so if there's ice in there as well and that falls, that might hurt anyone.
Joel, you have a couple of kids.
Yeah.
Now, if your kids were building something like this, wouldn't there be, I know as a parent, I would be saying to myself, it better be safe. I mean, there's a part of me, that daddy parent is going out there and checking it.
I have a feeling some parents were involved in building this massive, gigantic and you know, in my opinion, I don't think it needs to be torn down. But at the same time, very similar to what you were saying earlier, Albie, is the kids need to be educated on keeping it safe, right? And playing safe inside and on top of that. I just wouldn't want to see that topple onto kids that are inside. That's probably the #1 concern that the city has.
When you see that, Albie, does it concern you? I mean, backcountry adventures is what you're all about, you know, avalanche safety and safety more importantly.
And that type of structure can be dangerous, but again, we're all about no, instead of let's have some education here. What would make that dangerous is if you've got kids climbing on top, the structure can be safe by itself, but then you put a bunch of kids on top and it collapses in, and then you can actually have a really serious situation. So instead of saying no, let's try and find a way to enable kids to do this, because it's really important for them to get out, experiment with this. They learn tactile how to build things. Like, it's a really important growing experience. We shouldn't just be shutting it down. But at the same time, we don't want to see someone hurt.
Do you think it's the parents' responsibility then to maybe go, okay, we've built this thing, it's starting to melt, maybe we should pack it in and maybe just make it a snow mound for now or something?
It's a shared responsibility. You know, parents' responsibility too, but I think also as a community we need to give parents the tools to be able to help their kids. And I think a lot of parents wouldn't know what we just said. So it's great that we talk about it, and maybe we need to actually put some stuff out there, and that might be a municipal responsibility too, or a park's responsibility to make that information available, so we don't get caught up in this sort of can't do sort of situation.
But then again, there's the liability. Well, I read it online and it said I should do it this way, and this way, and it could be a liability issue. In a way, I get it because it's safe, but it's, again, Big Brother walking in.
Right.
You know, and again, as Kate mentioned, you know, it should be a responsibility maybe of the parents as well too, Joel. Get out there and make sure it's safe.
Only enter if you have an avalanche beacon on.
And then you need a shovel and a probe.
And then you need a shovel and a probe.
And Joel can set you up for something like that as well too. Well, if you're looking for some fun this weekend, well, look no further. Just head east. Why is that? Because the city. I've got Patricia. I have to stop saying that. The city of Chestermere is having a winterfest celebrating the spirit, the Canadian spirit of the country's newest city. Now, this event is not new to Chestermere.
No, not by any stretch. It's been around for quite a long time. And you know what? It's a ball. Every year you go out, you get to go on sleigh rides around town. This year you can go and create your own ice sculptures. We always have people who are willing to go and jump into a large body of water and freeze themselves for charity, thank goodness. I'm not sure that Miss Universe will be playing in our hockey game.
It might be a little difficult in that outfit. Maybe she can come do the honorary puck drop or something.
I'm guessing if she came, we'd probably have a lot more people out, but we definitely have some really great volunteers that are out there fundraising and playing hockey. And it's not your typical hockey game. There may or may not be, you know, human pucks involved and tricycle races. No, I don't play. I do flag down those that race on the tricycles around, and help the MC keep things in line. So
is it a nice way to celebrate winter instead of dreading it?
It's fantastic. Christmas is over, you have those January blues that come with you, and this is a great way to pick everybody up and get out there and have fun. When I first started participating in Winterfest in 1999, we had turkey bowling on the lake.
Very nice. Not with real turkeys. Or maybe?
Well, not real live ones.
Patricia, we have a video call for you as well, too.
Great.
Take a listen and have a look.
Hi, my name is Evan DeWald, and I have a question for Mayor Mathews. What do you think makes our city a great place for people to live?
January 1st, you received the honor of being recognized as a city.
Yep.
What makes Chestermere so unique?
Oh, it's a fantastic place to live. It's a wonderful place to raise kids. We're a safe place with lots of schools. We have this fantastic amenity right in the middle that is Chestermere Lake that people have access to. And it's a unique character. When you come to Chestermere, you have that moment, where you get to go out and relax and interact with people. And despite being 17,000 people strong, you can still walk into the grocery store and meet people that you know, and you go out to Winter Festival and run into, everybody that has kids, and you can watch, kids and daddy races, and lots of people come out for that. I won't tell you which one tends to win.
As a resident of over 16 years, you've seen a lot of growth and a lot of development. And it really hasn't lost that charm in 16 years, has it, Patricia?
Not at all, and the intention is to keep it despite the size of the population. People built Chestermere. People are the ones that put that character in place. People are the ones that go out and have block parties and street parties with street hockey, and they're the ones that will continue to keep it that way. If you haven't been to Chestermere lately, it'll be different than the last time you were there, but the feel is still the same.
So Winterfest, just so we get all the details, is tomorrow.
Yep, you bet.
Is it a one-day event? Or
One day event.
Starts at what time?
9 a.m. with pancakes. Best way to start a Saturday, in my opinion. And goes from there. We have bouncy houses for kids. We have ice carving. We have sleigh rides around the lake.
Love it.
We have fireworks on the lake.
Evening activities as well.
Yep, absolutely. So bring your kids. They can come to the library and make lanterns, and we have a little lantern parade. Of course, we're going to have the city celebration with cake and hot chocolate and signing of the flags. And then at 6 o'clock, everybody comes down to a bonfire by the lake, which is not the kind of thing you typically find in Alberta.
Love it.
And you can stand and roast marshmallows and watch the fireworks.
That
It's
sounds
beautiful.
fantastic.
It is. It absolutely is.
She is the mayor of the city of Chestermere, Patricia Mathews. Thank you very much for coming in this morning. I know you have to run off.
I do.
So, because she's got some mayoral duties to take care of. So great having you here this morning.
Thank you so much for allowing me to tell you about Winterfest. We hope to see you out.
Oh, without question. Thank you again.